When I first started using crypto.com, it was overwhelming. There's like so many features, so many different wallets, and some of it could only be used on the phone, some of it could only be used on the browser on my PC. Yeah, so there was this time where I used like the most convenient function, which is to trade on the app, and with hindsight, I realized that there's a much better way to do it, and it would have saved me $200 US. That's how much I lost because I didn't know what's the best approach to doing certain functions. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 8 things that I wish I knew when I first started using crypto.com, and it will save you a lot of money. This video is sponsored by crypto.com. Crypto.com's goal is to accelerate the world's transition to cryptocurrency. They have an easy-to-use mobile app as well as a separate professional exchange. Spend and earn up to 8% with your Crypto.com Visa card. Additionally, you can make your cryptos work for you with flexible or locked staking and earn up to 10% a year. Join over 10 million enthusiasts who have signed up for Crypto.com. You can get up to $75 if you use the code Gerald or my link in the description below to sign up for both their Crypto.com app and their exchange. Just note that you need to sign up on 2 platforms. So let's start with point number 1. Point number 1 is that the card that you stake for can be shipped immediately. However, the staking is locked for 180 days and it's really locked. So what do I mean by that? When I first started using Crypto.com app, I immediately applied for a card, and I thought I needed to stake my CROs for like 180 days first, and then I could apply for the card, earn your eligibility. Turns out you could just stake the required amount and immediately get your card. So that's the first thing I've learned. And the second thing I've learned is that for the CROs that you stake, I thought that if I was willing to pay some sort of early penalty or anything of the sort, I could, unstake them. Turns out there is no unstake button. I have not tried, speaking to the customer service, asking them if there's any possibility to unstake early, but just so that I'm flexible in my finances. So I did not ask. You could potentially ask, but just bear in mind that when you stake, you must be mentally prepared to actually lock the money for like 6 months. Another thing that I've heard is that once you stake the money, you immediately get the enhanced benefits. So in my case, I'm using this card, which is the 3% cashback if it's staked, 1% if it's unstaked. So even though I haven't completed 180 days, I'm expecting that I can get 3% cashback. I haven't tried, so I don't know, but it should be. So moving on to point number 2, and that is how you can avoid expensive card fees. Yes, there are card fees, and if you don't know, well, now I'm going to tell you. So while I understand that the team is working really hard to make the card better and less expensive, and it is the first crypto cashback card of its kind, there were some fees that really threw me off when I first got started, and I want to share with you how you can be aware and actually avoid all these fees because they are avoidable. So the first fee is the card replacement fee. When you apply for the card, right? Let's say you see the app, you get so excited, you apply for the plastic card, and then you very quickly realize the cashback is not good enough. I'm going to upgrade to the Ruby card or like the Indigo card, the purple card. And then you very quickly realize you are slapped with a $50 card replacement fee. That's right, once you shipped out the first card, the second card is $50. First card's free. But had you realized and planned ahead and immediately apply for the Ruby card, you get the metal card for free. Yes, so that's what I've learned. Basically, you need to plan ahead, know roughly which cards you really want, and then apply for that appropriate tier immediately at the first go. However, if you made the mistake like I did, which is I got really excited and immediately applied for the plastic card, but it has not been shipped out yet, what you can do is you can contact customer service and tell them, hey, I actually want to get this card. I don't want the plastic card. Can you, stop the shipment and immediately ship this? What happens is that the customer service can do their service for you at no charge if the card has not been shipped. The last resort is that if you actually receive the card, it's been shipped out, what you can do is contact customer service and do a virtual upgrade, meaning to say that you use your current card, but you get the privileges and the cashback of the upgraded tier. So that way you can avoid paying $50 in the card replacement fee. But I must say though, this card, it's very thick, it's very heavy, it's very premium looking. It's like so nice. So yeah, plan ahead. Another thing to note is that once you've received your card, there's actually 2 other card fees that you need to be privy of. The first is the inactivity fee. So if you do not use your Crypto.com card for the entire year, you'll be charged with a $5 in Singapore, $5 Singapore dollars inactivity fee every single year. I know it's different for every single country, so if you want, you can head over to settings and then head over to fees on the crypto.com app, and you should be able to see how much is the inactivity fee annually in your country. The other fee that you need to take note of is the closing fee. So if you decide, you know what, the cashback is not good enough and you want to just close your account, they're going to charge you $50 just to close your account. But rumor has it, or rather I searched online and I found that others have avoided this fee by basically draining all their accounts, or the crypto.com account, the card wallet, till it's empty. You know, when they did not pay the $5 inactivity fee because there's no money left, crypto.com just closed their account for free. So that's just a pro hack if you want to try out. Bear in mind, I actually haven't tested this, so just do your own research. Now moving on to point number 3, which is card top-up fees. So after you get your card, you thought that, hey, you know, you avoid the inactivity fee, the account closure fee, that's all the fees there is, right? No, there is also a card top-up fee. So when I first received my card and activated it, which is today by the way, I tried to top it up with my credit card, and immediately I was slapped with like a 1% credit card top-up fee. I was like, what? 1% fee to top up this card? That's insane. Turns out I was kind of mistaken, because they only charge the 1% fee if it's a credit card. If you use a debit card to top up this card, it's free of charge. Additionally, they also provide an alternative means, which is to use your cryptos to top up for the card. But what I've learned, right, is that, you know, I did a small test with USDT, which is US dollar, to top up my card, and I found out that the spread is 1.8% in fees. So if it costs me, you know, 0.8% to cash out in my current fiat currency, it's actually cheaper for me to cash out in my currency and then use my debit card to top it up to my crypto.com card. So that way I would save 1% in transaction fees. So that's a pro tip right there. And moving on to point number 4, which is to really know which wallet you're using and the associated restrictions with each wallet. I know this can sound kind of silly, but hear me out. You know, you're going to get a shocker if you use the wrong wallet. And later part of this video, I'm going to share a lot of tips, and that is because I used the wrong wallet. And all of this could be avoided. You know, if you can just remember one thing, just be very, very clear which wallet you're using. Save you a lot of time, save you a lot of money. Okay, so I'm going to list all the wallets right now. The first wallet you're going to take note of is that there is the crypto.com exchange, which is on the browser or your PC. The second wallet you need to take note of is the staking wallet within the exchange. So the exchange is your, you know, spot wallet, and then there's your staking wallet. So 2 wallets right there. And then there is the crypto.com app. So the app has the one wallet itself. It also has a staking wallet. So that's like 4 wallets, you know, exchange staking, app staking. That's not all. There's also a 5th wallet, which is this cards wallet. So this card has its own staking, debit, you know, prepaid wallet. So that's like 6 different wallets. And if you're from Singapore, when we cash out, we use this service provider called Xfirst. So they add 1 more wallet, and therefore you have 7 different wallets that you need to be privy to which wallet you're using. Because you send to the wrong one, you're not going to get privileges that you want to. For example, you send to the app thinking, you know, you stake, but you're not sending to this, you're not going to get your rewards. Now on to point number 5, which is you need to be very clear that when you stake, you need to stake for this card and not for like the earn function in the crypto.com app. So that was the mistake I made when I started. I was like, you know what, I'm going to get 5,000 Singapore dollars, stake it in Crows and just apply for the card. So I staked on the earn and then I tried to apply and I couldn't apply, because what happened is that it's a different wallet. And when you stake, you know, the lockup period is like 60 days if you stake on the earn. Yeah, so that's the problem. So you don't want to wait 60 days. But in the event that you accidentally, you know, stake in the wrong place, you can always contact customer service and they will move the funds over to you at no cost. So that's pretty nice about that. I think it took like an hour for me to get everything sorted out to confirm that my address and everything. So it was pretty nice. But just bear in mind, don't stake in the wrong place in the first place. That rhymed. That was nice. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so now on to point number 6, which is to know which currency is supported by which wallet. So this is particular for Singaporeans who use like Xfirst, right? You want to cash out. So for me, if you cash out in fiat, you use Xfirst, and unlike a lot of wallets, Xfirst has quite a few restrictions on the amount of currencies that it supports. So I think crypto.com supports like a ton of currencies, but including like stable coins and all your other major coins. But XFirst, which is one of the wallets, does not support most of the coins. In fact, it does not support any stablecoin except XSGD, which is not the currency that most DeFi users use. So as a miner, I was trying to send money out to cash out. I send USDC in through the Matic network. I tried to cash it out, but you know what? I could not cash out, and I panicked. I struggled. I was like, what? I can't cash out? Turns out you need to convert to like supported currency. Only then you would see the option of cashing out to fiat or Singapore dollars in this case. So don't panic if you don't see the option. I didn't, but it's because XFirst only support 8 currencies. I'm going to just pop it up so that you know which currencies are supported. So just take note of which currencies are supported for which wallet. So if you use the app, don't panic if the exchange doesn't have the same currency, because it just might not have. And this brings me to my next point, which is to check which blockchain the particular wallet you're depositing to supports. So here's the story. As a miner, I get paid quite regularly in the Matic network, and not every single platform or wallet supports the Matic network. Let me give you a simple example. So the exchange app started supporting USDC through the Matic network, so I managed to send some money in, but the exchange does not. I mean, now they recently just posted that they do support it now, but last month when I tried to test it, it did not. So there are other cryptocurrencies where the app supports the wallet but the exchange does not, and if you send to the wrong place, poof, the money is gone. I tested it with 0.5 Matic, and yeah, till today I have no idea where the Matic token went. And that brings me to my very last point, which is the exchange rates. Because if you send, let's say in my case, I send it to the app, it turns out that the exchange has a much better exchange rate compared to the Crypto.com app. So I was told that the Crypto.com app uses market orders, right? But the spread is just really terrible. It uses my native currency, so I'm actually paying 2 fees, right? So let's say, for example, I convert a Matic token to Singapore dollars. I'm actually paying from Matic to US dollars and US dollars to Singapore dollars. So that's 2 exchanges there and 2 different fees. If you use the Crypto.com platform, you're able to set limit orders, which means you can set what price you want to exchange for, which is great because if you know like a bit of technical analysis, you can get a couple cents off and you know exactly what price you're paying at and what fees you're paying. So it's very transparent there. Whereas the platform is just a simple to use app. You just convert and you just get whatever the app tells you. And it also turns out that because of liquidity issues, right, the app, if you exchange a large amount of money, you actually get really bad rates. So it's better that you stagger your orders on the app itself, or ideally you stagger your orders on the exchange, because the exchange gives you the ultimate flexibility to choose whatever price you want to purchase or swap at. So what I did was actually started using Crypto.com. I needed $5,000 to convert to Crow to get this card. So when I converted my $5,000, I was immediately left with $4,800 when I used the app. So that was how bad the rates were. Had I swapped in bulks of like $20 in one shot or $100, so I swapped instead of converting $5,000 in one go, what I should have done was to swap like $100, $100 on the app. I would have saved like $50 maybe, approximately. That's a lot. And if I were to use the app, I might have even earned on the spread. So maybe even save up the entire $200. And that's a lot of money. So that's just one thing you really want to pay attention to. So don't make the same mistake I did. And I hope this video was kind of mind-boggling and insightful for you if you're new. And if you're completely new to Crypto.com, well, I have a referral code below, so do check it out. It's a very fantastic platform because the card's really nice. The platform, the cashback is good, and it supports a lot of currency. It's also trying to get regulated in a lot of places like Singapore, which is one of the most hardest places to get regulated in. Yeah, so that's it for this video. But there's one thing to note though, when it comes to staking your money, Crypto.com may not offer the best interest on some of the cryptos. If you want to stretch your stable coins, for example, or your Bitcoin even more, check out Whole Knot video, because Whole Knot gives a much better savings interest rate. You can check out that video over here, the review video, or check out what YouTube recommends you. And if this video was kind of insightful, be sure to hit the thumbs up and see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.